We're live, pal. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Just Two Marks Wrestling Recap Show. Knowing is half the battle. That is why you are here. This week we have got we've got a pay-per-view. There's a pay-per-view.
Anybody else remember that?
So we're doing predictions. Woot woot. Predictions for the pay-per-view. Yeah, I don't know.
Fastlane.
It's Fastlane. It's yeah. Well, if you've never seen this show before, well, yeah, I was just confused too because I still can't believe there was pay-per-view this week. And you're gonna get our predictions on this pay-per-view that I forgot was this week.
Yeah, I've been keeping up as much as I ever do, and I literally had, when he texted me his predictions this week, I was like, wait, I can only remember one match on the card. I had to go look it up.
Yeah. But all that aside, if you've never seen this show before, this is the Just Two Marks Wrestling Recap Show. Jedi and I have been watching wrestling together for 15 years. We love wrestling. We love talking wrestling. We love sharing our love of wrestling and talking with other fans just like you guys. However, we're not insiders. We're not actually in the business. Our opinions hold no more merit than any of yours because you're fans just like us. At the end of the day, we're not insiders. We're not wrestlers. We're not experts. We are just two marks.
Two horrified, confused fans.
Horrified, confused fans. We try not to use insider terms because, well, we haven't earned the right to do that because we're not in the wrestling business.
It's true. We
And
only one person. Well, I only know one person.
And apropos of nothing right now, but scoot over a little bit more because we got to show off all these awesome action figures. I've been on an action figure kick. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at all the beautiful figures. Yes. Probably need to move my computer out of the way. So yeah, it's growing. It's growing. It's yeah.
The nation. The army.
The army.
The army.
Well, I was about to say, no, I don't have... I thought you said the nation. I'm like, no, I don't have the nation
Well,
yet. But that might be my next playset, I thought. Yeah.
Patient.
But yeah, I just had to... been on a big action figure kick lately. Wrestling-wise, if you follow my comic shop adventures, haven't gotten too many figures, Marvel Legends in a minute, so that's... this is why. So I just want to take a moment to brag about them and show off this awesome collection and the ever-growing collection.
We're not moving. We're both still in the stop.
Yeah. Well, still in the shot, you can't quite see it, but, it's there. It's there. And, yeah, and that's also known as filler, because you can scooch back in, Jedi. I forgot to even do it. I am the Athletic Geek, and that's Jedi Jason Kruger.
Hello.
Yeah, we're all over the place because, the format's been thrown out the window. Everything I thought about talking about's been thrown out the window because it's a predictions episode, like an RKO out of nowhere. That's you!
Oh, if you want a recap of the week, Smojo's United States Champion now.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yep, Samoa Joe's United States Champion. Ronda Rousey went crazy.
Yeah.
And yes, that stuff.
So much for being like the neutral party in that whole.
Well,
Oh well. That's fine.
Yeah.
Two bad guys, one good guy, whatever. That's
Yeah,
the way it was gonna. That's the way the cheers and boos were gonna go.
Yeah, nobody was gonna cheer for anybody else in that match.
Yeah. So.
But Samoa Joe, knock on wood, going to WrestleMania hopefully soon.
Hopefully.
Probably shouldn't talk about it out loud because that's usually when bad luck. This is the time when bad luck happens for Samoa Joe.
2 years. 2 years since he's been on the main roster. He finally has a title. Not even a tag title. Like. Anyway,
Very happy for Joe. And so
speaking of, he won that title in a fatal 4-way match that also involved the champion R-Truth, Rey Mysterio, and Andrade.
And wouldn't you know it? They're gonna be on. What's up, Ray? Welcome to the show. Wouldn't you know it? The possibly the best match of the night is gonna be on the fucking pre-show.
Sorry, 205 Live, move over. Rey Mysterio in the house and all that.
Look
So
who's
Rey
ju-
Mysterio
look
versus
who's jumping-
Andrade.
Look who's jumping out the sky. REY Mysterio. Here we go. First mask out. The girls to pass out. Boys smack out. Better tap out. Oh, I'm picking Rey Mysterio on this one.
I'm actually going Andrade.
Hmm.
I swear that this week was the first time on the main roster that I can recall that Zelina Vega actually got physically involved in the match, which she did quite often in NXT, and it worked quite well.
Well, I mean, remember that classic match with Gargano?
Yeah, exactly. And then even the one where Black won, I mean, she was in there
Yeah.
5 times in that match. So I think she's going to be the difference maker, and Ray's going to eat it. It's going to be Andrade.
Sure.
That's what I'm going with.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I feel like Ray's gonna have a big match at May, or at least be in like a more featured match at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they're gonna give him the win
Makes sense.
just to kind of get that started. But you never know.
Right.
You never know.
Really don't. All right. So now another kind of weird one that really I think falls into the same camp of you don't know. Raw Tag Team Championship, the Revival, who are the champions right now, versus Aleister Black and Ricochet versus Bobby Roode and Chad Gable.
Chris Blable.
Triple threat. Triple threat. What do you think?
My heart wants the Revival to keep the momentum going.
Makes sense.
But my head knows that anytime the WWE's had the chance to do something good with the Revival, they fucked it up royally. And while I honestly think it's going to be Black and Ricochet. That's going to be my pick. While that's going to be cool that they get titles right out the gate, they're also the titles that, let's be honest, are kind of
the titles need them more than they need the titles.
You know, rather than letting the Revival just run with it, I think they're going to be like, y'all want NXT, right? Well, here you go. NXT guys won the titles, even though that's not what we want to see out of these NXT performers.
I mean, in
We
the
wanna see-
Rivals' defense, they were once NXT. Just saying. I know.
Yeah,
I'm sure they've forgotten that. But
it's just, when it comes to my faith in WWE to do something good with the Revival, there is none. So I'm going to go with, and even though they've established Gable and Rude as a team, you know, I'm still thinking they're just going to do something stupid. So I'm going to go with Ricochet and Black. I'll be happy that they got main roster titles, but it'd be better if they were winning like the Intercontinental title or something.
yeah, I understand.
Or on SmackDown or something else. Or still on NXT, at least in Ricochet's case.
Right. Yeah.
Not that he isn't worthy of the main roster, by
It's just,
the
there's so
imagination.
much more he could have done down there.
It's just better.
Whereas
It's just
Aleister,
better.
it was time. But
It was time for Aleister Black.
yeah.
The other 3 guys had more to contribute.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. So, when I looked at this, I thought, well, I know who's not winning. That's Rude and Gable. Sorry, guys.
Unfortunately.
I'm actually going to go with the Revival, mostly because pay-per-views never, just because this is a pattern, you never get all the good guys or all the bad guys winning. Or it's a very rare thing when you do.
Right.
And a lot of my other predictions later on are good guys, and Revival, I believe, is still technically a villain.
Right.
And if anybody even notices they're there. So I reckon they'll probably get the pin on either Rude or Gable, and, you know, it'd be one of those, Aleister and Ricochet were so close, but it just didn't go for them tonight.
This is also the thing. They make Aleister and Ricochet a tag team just for, hey, here you go. Even if they win the tag, like, I'm probably just reiterating what I'm saying. Just, like, that's just them kind of going, like, we still don't know what the fuck to do with you.
I mean,
But here
funny
you
thing
go!
is funny thing is they're, like, kind of teaming up on NXT, but there's a reason for it, and it's like a just temporary alliance because kind of thing.
Right.
But at least there's a reason for it. Logic stories, you know. What are those? All right, so the practically brand new Women's Tag Team Championship is being defended. The Boss and Hub Connection is fighting Nia Jax and Tamina. So I just can't.
Here's a match. Like this is a match. I'm sorry, and with you know, well, I'm not a fan of Sasha Banks, you know, as a heroine, and you know Bayley's run on the main roster has a lot left to be desired. I feel bad saying this because at least in that team, there's more talent there than what's being used correctly. I mean, you've heard if you've seen this show before, you have heard my rant on Sasha Banks, so you know it is what it is, but. That's why, but to a point, it hurts me to say this. Like, I can't find a match like another match that I care so little about. I hate saying that. I wish that fucking maybe the Iconics would have won it, or somebody else, like the Rad Scar, something where I'd be like a little bit more amped.
I understand what you're saying.
For a match like this, I'm gonna go with Boston Hug Connection just for the sake of picking one, but like.
It would be a really bad idea. They just
won the damn shit.
I mean, to lose them, especially to Nia and Tamina, I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just not... No. Please, no. My favorite tag team in WWE right now, women-wise, is the Sky Pirates. I don't even know if you know what I'm talking about or not there, but...
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, they've got more talent than... Well, anyway, we'll grab out the shovel and start.
Yeah, I am not gonna go on a tangent about fucking.
It is what it is. I mean, hopefully it's the first successful title defense, and then we can do something.
Better WrestleMania.
Multi-women at WrestleMania. I mean, get more women in this and less in the Battle Royal. Fine by me. You know, like you might as well. I mean,
I've already got my one piss break for WrestleMania. Let's make the women's tag title match better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna be excited about Batista and Triple H, and I'm thinking, hey, there's gonna be no fucking line at the bathroom.
Yeah.
There's gonna be no fucking line to get a beer.
It's hard to argue with that. I mean, it's one of those. It'll be fun to watch it building up to it, and then when it gets to it, it'll be like, yeah, well, you know.
Well, and Triple H can wrestle. I don't care. Of
course he can.
I don't care.
Yeah, there's. Yeah.
Batista
it's an attraction, man.
Yeah, it's not for people like me.
Yeah.
We kind of talked about this in your absence. I love the bit, like, just to reiterate, you know, because I doubt you watched the show with everything going on last week. You did? Yeah. Cool. Jedi watches the show, everybody, when he's not on it.
I mean, it was only a couple days ago, but I
right.
It wasn't live or anything. I'll look to keep up with what's going on.
But you heard what I said, you know, just imagine if that had been Aleister Black attacking Ric Flair.
Right.
What if that had been, you know, next year, that had been the Undisputed Era?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know.
I know, right? Yeah, but, you know, I mean...
Instead, we get
it out of his system.
We get Dave! He wants a trophy!
And the funniest thing I heard was the reason he was able to sneak backstage is because he stood very still.
Oh, he's invisible.
Yeah.
Invisible.
He stood very still. And if you don't understand that reference, I'm not sure how
you're here. If you don't understand this reference, then...
I'm not sure how you're here.
I have comic books on my channel too, folks.
So, alright, so we got a little...
Hey, we got a special guest in the house. We got former host of the show.
Hello.
We got Nick in the house. Former, he wants to argue. Well,
no, nothing's changed.
Well, nothing's changed. Well, Nick, if you're here and you want to argue, I've picked Rey Mysterio over Andrade. And I've picked Ricochet and Aleister Black to beat the Revival because they never do the Revival right. And I just picked the Boston Hug Connection to retain the women's tag titles. So go ahead and argue. Let's get to arguing. Let's get to getting, boy.
Woohoo! In the meantime, SmackDown Tag Team Championship: the Usos versus Miz and Shane again. Yep. Usos versus Miz and Shane McMahon. It's got to be the Usos, right?
Usos.
Miz and Shane are falling apart, and this is leading to something at WrestleMania. It's just got to be, right?
Batista is better than New Japan. Okay.
Gee whiz, you're lazy today.
You're
You're
just
starting
being,
off with that. That's
you're
like,
just being stupid.
That's like level 1 trolling, dude. Come on, up your game. All right. What do you think?
Hey, I want to put this out. I'm going with Usos. But since Nick is here, it's a shame that we're not sitting together at WrestleMania because we could have made a sign together about leaving Dave Bautista with his foster family. There was a story. Yeah. Okay. Since we have a shit pay-per-view, let's go off on an ADD tangent. Story time. They had former writer Brian Gewirtz on on the Edge and Christian podcast.
Okay, yeah.
And once upon a time, it was like 02, 03, maybe 04. They wanted to give like all the characters like big backstories, and the one backstory they wanted to give Batista was that he was a foster kid. So he looked at Ric Flair like he was a father. That's why when somebody attacked Ric Flair, he'd lose his mind because he looked, Ric was like his dad.
Okay.
And they were going to, like kind of bring this up or something. And according to Brian, he just kind of said like they kind of just initially like forgot about like all like they mentioned it was like Ric Flair like in a backstage segment with him going like, all right, big man, woo, you don't get it tonight because you're big, you're bad, you're the man, woo. And you're a foster child. Let's go. So that was all of the sketch. That was not all of the reference to Batista being a foster kid. And apparently, like Christian and Edge and Brian Gewirtz would allegedly go up to him and would sing, to the tune of this thing song, hey there, little Dave Batista, we must leave you with this foster family. I'm so scared. I'm afraid. Irregardless, little Dave Batista, we have to leave you with this family. I'm so scared. I'm on my own. Duly noted, little Dave Batista. And if only Nick and I were sitting next to each other at WrestleMania, we could make signs somehow incorporating little Dave Batista being a foster child for a sign, that would just make my WrestleMania weekend perfect. And after Batista's entrance, I'd go take me a shit. Yep. But anyway, let's get back to this pay-per-view that's apparently happening.
Okay, so we both picked Usos on that.
So.
Oh, yes, the most riveting championship match of all for this pay-per-view. The SmackDown Women's Championship, where Asuka defends against the challenger, Mandy Rose. How will she ever overcome?
At this fucking point, I can see them just going Mandy Rose, so you go, ha 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 ha, but I'm still going to pick Asuka.
I heard a particular YouTube personality declare that it had to be Mandy Rose because at least one blonde woman had to win on this pay-per-view. It better be Asuka.
Oh yeah, it better be fucking Asuka.
Yeah, it's going to be Asuka. Sorry, Mandy, you're a placeholder. For what, I don't know, but no. An obvious one here, I think.
Deadass Mandy's go, Nick, this is why you're not allowed to play with the other children.
Nice.
Up your game up a little bit.
I mean, at least with that one, it's almost hard to argue. It is.
Yeah, it's true. But she's not going to. I don't think she's going to. I could see that, but I could see.
Better not. But
I could see WWE doing a better job trolling than old Nick here. And just being like, ha-ha, you don't get Asuka, ha-ha!
I mean, yeah.
The Geek bought tickets to fucking WrestleMania, this thing can't be good!
Oh, you mean the same company that decided to advertise Strowman versus Lesnar for 3 weeks and then switched it to Balor when apparently, according to certain people, that was the plan all along and they just wanted to boost ticket sales? That company? No, they wouldn't swerve us. They wouldn't trick us.
No.
Surely not. Oh, Shield versus Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, and Bobby Lashley in the probably last time ever Shield reunion match, if rumors are to be believed. I mean,
Shayna Baszler maybe gets called up in time for WrestleMania, perhaps, Nick? Like that's, you say who else does she have left to fight? That would be something I'd like to see, actually. And they have enough time to do it.
Yeah.
They could have Shayna Baszler say goodbye, take over New York, be there on SmackDown. Or they could actually have a reason for,
Nikki Cross is still on the roster.
Nikki Cross. Ooh, that sounds good, actually. That sounds even better.
just
Change
saying.
that, Nikki Cross.
I mean, since Ember Moon's injured, unfortunately.
That's a
Or
WrestleMania
Rumble.
match that would be awesome
Yeah,
to happen.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Shield. I mean, like,
I'm gonna-
nobody cares about Baron Corbin. Sorry, and
I'm going with the Shield in this one as well. I do, I still am not fully convinced they're not going to just now hot shot Roman into the WWE or the Universal title match.
I understand why you say that. I don't think they are, but they definitely got to do this Shield feel good.
Yeah,
comeback
I think they're
thing.
either going to hot shot Roman into that match or Seth's going to lose.
Yeah, that's
Because
possible.
now it's like, fucking Roman's back, fucking Roman's back, fucking Roman's back, pal. He's the man. The big dog's back. He's gonna be the one to beat Lesnar, not this small guy with the fire on his pants. I mean, they put the extinguisher on people that are white hot before for Roman Reigns, which.
Yep.
I came up with a whole fantasy scenario with some friends that was a good way to get Roman Reigns, to be cheered. But that's besides the point.
So anyway, we're going with Shield on that one because that's the big feel good.
Well, yeah, I'd say if he doesn't get hot shot into the Universal title match, I think if Ambrose is indeed leaving the WWE, I think he might be losing to Roman all the way out.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah. I mean, it's always possible they could do something to set that up where they lose, but I think they're going to win this time.
Right.
They'll work on that.
Well, didn't Dean, there was a meme going around, but didn't Dean burn his fucking Shield uniform?
Yeah, right.
But now they're back together because fuck logic.
Right. That awkward moment when you don't have the same outfit anymore.
But Kurt Angle had one.
Well, yeah, that's right.
But Kurt Angle had one.
Just tell Kurt, give me that. This is mine now. So Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair in a if Becky wins, she gets added to the triple threat at WrestleMania. Otherwise, it's just Charlotte and Ronda. Hopefully Becky.
Hopefully
just gonna
Becky.
go with-
If there is no Becky, then we have issues.
I don't think we could add any more nonsense to this story if we tried.
WWE says, "Hold my fucking beer."
I know, right? I tell you what. I mean,
I'm gonna go Becky, but I don't know. It's just kind of. It's weird with the WWE. The WWE, one of two things happen
for
for.
Ronda's gonna be involved somehow.
Well, yeah.
It's not just gonna be a one-on-one thing.
No,
I mean,
it's
gonna be convoluted again. But
exactly.
it's gonna be a triple threat at WrestleMania.
Like this was.
I mean, that's gonna happen.
This was so simple.
Yeah.
Yet, what just.
Even if they were dead set on having the triple threat, there was an easier way.
Yeah, I know.
Than the way
I know.
they did.
Nick says I kind of think Becky will lose, but we'll end up in the match somehow.
Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, circa 2006.
They've done so.
They've done that. Yeah, I mean,
you have like some of the easiest stories to tell. It's almost like Vince McMahon becomes Russo sometimes. Like, oh, it's too predictable.
Yeah. Reigns versus Lesnar last year at Mania. That was totally Russo. I mean, like, there was no reason to do that after like 6 out of 5 kickouts or whatever.
It's just stupid.
Mm-hmm.
If they thought it would make people like Roman Reigns more, it failed.
Yeah, I feel like it was just to surprise people, and it did. I was like, "What? All right, going to bed now." But I remember it was like 1 in the morning.
I didn't even watch the match.
Oh
yeah.
And all I wanted to, I was like,
well, as Eric, who took your spot last week, says Vince told Shane if he loses to Taker, he can't run SmackDown. Shane lost next week, he ran Raw technically, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
and then they're still doing the match. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Stronger than water.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, I mean, he got me there. No
but
kidding. So we're going with Becky.
We're gonna go Becky because we're gonna hope that there's just some fucking logic thrown into shit. No, but I didn't even watch the match. a friend of mine, Edmund, you know, kind of like said like, well, that was shocking, and then like I kind of like, yeah, flipped it back on, like, oh, Lesnar won. How about that? And then kind of started texting Nick, who was there. I'm like, oh, how about that? Huh? Oh, I don't care.
So, speaking of weirdness, we're just going to continue this trend on to the last thing on this card here, at least on this internet list I got. WWE Championship, Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens, of all people.
You know what? As random as this is, they were talking about doing this at WrestleMania, which at least
would have been just as random.
At least you're gonna get the randomness done early.
But I just don't understand why not just keep the Kofi train going. Daniel Bryan can retain with Kofi winning. I mean, he's got rolling right there.
Well, here's something else, and
I don't know.
Some other YouTubers have brought this up on their show.
Okay.
You got potentially Becky in the main event.
Yeah.
You got Rollins wrestling Lesnar. You got Kofi wrestling Bryan.
Not all three are gonna.
I'd say a solid 2 out of 3 of those aren't gonna be happy endings.
Yeah,
and I bet you it's gonna be the man.
Right.
Not the man. The man. I bet
Important distinction.
Yeah. I bet Becky gets the yay moment. You know, it'd be silly. It would be just absolutely fucking stupid at WrestleMania, and we'll probably go over this again on our WrestleMania prediction show.
Yeah. Of course we will.
It would be stupid if you had the women in the main event and you didn't have a good feel-good moment to end the show. But I could easily, now that Roman's back, Seth's not winning that belt.
That's a tradition. Lesnar kills the people that we
want to win.
At WrestleMania.
So that
starting
way,
with Undertaker.
Yeah. So that way we can. And the one time I want him to win against Triple H, he fucking loses. There you go.
Exactly. So Brock Lesnar, killer of dreams.
Yeah. I have not watched her vlog. I don't care to watch Ronda Rousey's vlog. What I think she's using the stunner now. It's whatever. But back,
Weird.
aside,
I mean,
they're getting the randomness done now, so they can have a better match later, which I'm cool with, because the rumor and innuendo was that it was going to be Owens and Bryan at Mania, which made no sense.
Right.
Now with Kofi just kind of really catching fire, I mean, he was already fucking awesome, and already you could have used him like this a long time ago, but now it's even more like in your face. Kofi deserves this big money match at WrestleMania. He's not going to win unless, I mean, feeling can change in a month, but, Yeah, I mean, it proved. The only thing I just didn't like about Ronda was her, fourth wall breaking a little too much. But
well,
have I brought up Kano? No, I have not brought up Kano yet. He loved the new Kano and the new MK looks like Austin Aries.
Really?
Yeah. You go to my Facebook. I might post something like that. I guess I need to watch it. If you guys are saying they're good, I'll check them out. And probably should have done more due diligence, but
Hey, now that you're aware.
Now that I'm aware, yeah. That's why we have. That's why we have awesome.
That's right.
Subscribers and fans and chatters.
We're always happy to give credit where credit's due when somebody's doing something cool.
Thanks, guys.
All right. So that's
how long can I hold this until it becomes creepy?
Well, I think you passed it. I don't.
All right, cool.
Sure. So anyway, yeah, that's the whole card right there. I mean, I think that's
usually, because I have a real job and I work on Sundays.
That's 7 matches plus a pre-show match.
Every time there's a WWE pay-per-view, I consider trying to put in for the day off, or calling a personal day.
We didn't actually make a prediction.
Oh, on that one?
Very distracted. Yeah, Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan. They made him a new fucking belt.
Right.
Like,
that thing's
fucking Fastlane.
That thing's going to Mania. I mean,
fucking Fastlane is not going to be when this is. Sami Zayn return. Perhaps a Sami Zayn return. Perhaps
it could be. As a what? As a villain? As a hero?
We don't know. Kevin Owens seems to be a hero.
Yeah.
Because he kind of like told Kofi, hey, this is ridiculous, and
Yeah.
if I win, I'm giving you a shot at WrestleMania.
Yeah. It's just a very odd dynamic to have Vince do a clearly villain move there, pulling Kofi out and putting him in. Like, it made perfect sense with Charlotte because she was all ha-ha about it. And Kevin's like, oh, this doesn't seem fair, but all right.
It's kind of a different dynamic because it would be kind of one of those. It's kind of relatable for Kevin Owens. It's like, imagine you get put in that position. You're like, okay, this is ridiculous, but like,
right.
I mean it. I want it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I will take it.
So yeah. But that's what I said. Like I'm even if I would have remembered this pay-per-view, there's no way I would waste any kind of paid time off of my real job to come and to watch this.
I mean, I'm old and I value my sleep, so I generally don't stay up any later than midnight at the latest, usually. So with these pay-per-views being on a Sunday and I work on Monday, I very often will be like, well, what match am I interested in seeing? And I will, since the pay-per-view's already well started by the time I get the kids in bed, I will just skip around, find the matches I want, watch them, be done with it, shut it off, and then watch a review show in the morning to find out what else happened. And if something amazing happened, I go back and watch it. Beauty of the network these days. So, I gotta be honest, I'm not sure there's anything on here I'm actually gonna...
Kevin Owens and Daniel Bryan is going to be an awesome match because it's Kevin Owens and Daniel Bryan.
Mm-hmm. But
Becky and Charlotte will probably be a very good match because it's Becky and Charlotte. And as much as I don't like Charlotte getting inserted into the man's story, they're both good.
I agree. I just don't know if
the tag title match might be decent. It's just stupid and unnecessary.
I assume you're talking about the triple threat.
Yes.
Not the
SmackDown. Not the SmackDown, the Raw. In a weird twist of fate. No pun intended, because the Hardy Boys are back.
Nice. But yeah,
the Raw,
seriously.
a Raw title match will be better than a SmackDown title
Raw
match.
tag title match, to put emphasis on that. The brand with,
shit.
No tag teams that anybody cares about anymore.
But, yeah, that's, Here we go. Rumble, SummerSlam, Mania, and Fastlane. Sure.
It would be ironic if all of the matches were 4.5 star quality at that show.
Well.
And had decent endings. It'd be like, well, of course they did. Sure, why not? It would be a miracle considering some of these matchups, but still.
I got nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen, and then I guess we can actually get serious about figuring out what we're doing
WrestleMania.
with WrestleMania. They literally don't know what they're doing.
The final big stop on the road to WrestleMania. Yeah. Just get fucking shit taken care of after this.
And maybe we could find out more than 2 matches that are happening on the
actual
show.
I think that's pretty much it.
The show's 8 hours long, so...
Yeah. So, that's pretty much it.
Sorry if you're expecting something amazing this week. I mean, we work with what
Sorry
we're
if
given.
you're expecting an angry geek rant a few times in the past. Those are always good for a laugh or two. But
right. Nothing upsetting happened, just nothing happened.
Yeah.
I mean, and then confusion.
So, that's pretty much it for us this week.
Good
Thank
luck
you for our
Saturday.
chatters watching this live. And if you're not watching this live, let us know your predictions in the comments section below.
Yeah.
Go like the Facebook page for more content. Facebook.com/AthleticGeek89. I have a logo now.
You do.
I have a logo now. Thank you to Coriander Bullard for the awesome design for my logo.
Go check it out.
Check it out. It's on the Facebook page at Facebook.com/AthleticGeek89. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Got not just pro wrestling content here, but content for the world of gaming, comic books, and all things geek culture. There is no punishment. We don't do this shit, Nick.
He is aware of this.
He's aware of this. There's no punishment. The punishment is we gotta watch this pay-per-view.
Yeah, right.
Got him! Follow me on Twitter at athletic_geek89. Jedi has no social media because he got a wife and kids and he ain't got time for that fucking shit.
I'll see some pictures of my kids. That's about all you're gonna get.
But, yeah. But for Jedi Jason Kruger, I am the Athletic Geek. Thanks for joining us. We're just two marks. We're out. Have a good one.
Support me on Patreon. I don't have one yet, but I'll send